Bogalusa!
It's the second annual Bogalusa Blues and Heritage Festival, which is so awesome because we're kind of bridging the gap between the New Orleans blues musicians and all the fans over there, and as far as we can reach in every direction. So we have a lot of people coming from Mississippi, of course, trying to bridge it from Hattiesburg at least to here to New Orleans and all points in every direction. And we do have people from really as far away, I think, as Nova Scotia, and people coming from all over the place, and it's being put out on the web. Bogalusa is a cool little old town that kind of slept for a little while, and a bunch of people have come in and given it, I can't say really new blood, but kind of heated up the blood that was there, and are trying to bring the people back together to kind of accentuate the really good stuff about this area. And music is one of those things, totally bringing people together. It brings people together, you know, all cultures, all religions, all races together, ages. It's just awesome. And then you throw a little food and beer in there. It's just great.
We have a lot to be proud of. This is a beautiful park. People come here now and they're like amazed at how wonderful the venue is, the trees, the lake, the ducks, just the natural ambiance of this area, and we're embracing that and wanting to share that with the world.
Like most cities, Bogalusa is rebounding, and we have a new administration, and we're really moving the city forward, and this is just another catalyst to help pull it all together, because we have people from all walks of life serving a common goal to help move this town forward, and I'd like to say they're doing a humdinger of a job there too.
Today we're celebrating our culture, our heritage, and in a way that's in all art, and with our cuisine that's indigenous to this area, and our music. And really just getting back to the basics, back to the roots and the stories of the blues, and embracing that. We're also embracing our heritage of music in all genres of music with our new heritage stage this year, and we're excited to have sunshine this year. We were prepared for rain or shine last year. We had 5.5 inches of rain. It didn't dampen the spirits of people though. They came anyway, and they've come back this year, and it's bigger and better than ever. We provided big tents for all general admission just in case of rain, but also for the sun, so it's keeping them cool. They're staying. We're excited to hear all the music in the air.
The blues kind of is a basis, I hate to say, of everybody's life. We all know the blues. The blues hits us all. It's kind of a sharing experience that people feel better. It's not something that really brings you down. When you share your problems, they kind of go away, and it's kind of like that too. And a lot of the blues isn't really all that sad anyway. It's kind of empowering, I think, a little bit. And I know Melinda likes to say it's a gumbo, and it is. It's a just such a variety of spices. So it's really, I think, an admirable thing that she and a bunch of other people have done to bring people together from everywhere. So y'all come out.
The blues is the roots music of our nation. The music came up from the Mississippi River Valley and up throughout the United States. All music comes from those roots. It's very important that we preserve and promote that. Countries overseas are the ones that are saving our music at the moment. A lot of our musicians have to travel overseas to make a living because those people understand the importance of that heritage and that culture, and to preserve that.
We have not only people from the national spotlight, but on down to high school bands, and we have a smaller stage here that kind of highlights the local people a little bit more. And throughout time, this is the second year, so more and more we'll have people along the Heritage Trail, which is a trail of some of the pioneers. There's big banners of the pioneers, musicians in the area. And not only music, we have tons of food, you know, which I can't wait to go check out myself. The soul rolls, I think that's greens and an eggplant, egg roll sort of thing. And fried green tomatoes, all kind of seafood, and you know, barbecue, hamburgers and chips everywhere. So that's good. And the kids, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of inflatables. There's a climbing wall. Those are free, I know. There's beadwork. There's all kind of stuff for the kids too. It's really family oriented, which is another really good thing. Kids 13 and under are free, so it's and there's a lot of shade. It's nice. It's not raining this year, and we've got huge tents and stuff to keep everybody cool.
Bogalusa has a unique history. It's only 100 years old, but in that short 100 years, we've made some news nationwide at least, and people don't realize how much musical talent comes from this part of the country, but it does. But as for me, I'm not included in that number, but there are some musically talented people.
Musicians kind of bring people together, I think. And it's an honor to be able to kind of listen, and I appreciate it a lot that they've done all this.
Well, we're participating in the Bogalusa Blues and Heritage Festival. This is my first time out here and having a great time. Had a great time. We have an opportunity to hear various types of music. There's all types of blues, all types of music. You have an opportunity to hear stuff like Delta blues, hillbilly blues, bluegrass, rockabilly, the whole 9 yards. You have an opportunity to hear it in one place. That's what makes this festival so unique.
I've been playing with JD on and off for about over 20 years, since the early 90s, and I just moved back to New Orleans last year and started playing again. So
I was playing guitar with JD's band. I moved to New Orleans and I used to play around here, so it's kind of cool to come back home and play a gig every now and then, you know, like once, twice. I played at Birdie's, which was like my first gig ever. I played there like a week ago, and like coming back and seeing all the original fans.
This is their second one, and I think that it's going to be built up to be a really big thing. And I think if they were to get one more day, it's going to be standing room only, as far as I'm concerned, because it's a good vibe and nice trees to sit down under. It's not like the fairgrounds in New Orleans, because you got a lot of trees, people can picnic. There's a lot of crazy things going on in America with, you know, I don't want to get into the politics, but all of us are hurting. And if they can bring their family out to have a good time without spending that much money and listen to the music, I think that's pretty cool, because that's what America needs to do instead of listening to all these crazy politicians talking mess. You need to get out and give your mind a break and enjoy the music and have fun. I always try to have a good smile on my face and have fun while I'm playing. Because if you're not having fun when you're playing, you're defeating the whole purpose. And I look out at the crowd and I can see everybody laughing and dancing and smiling, and I feel good because I'm a part of that.
Happy faces, people dancing, getting into the music, you know? That's what it's all about.
I am here because I am in the Big Bad Lumberjack Band, BHS, and I call our band like the biggest, baddest, crunkiest band in Louisiana. And I really love it. And we're here because we are representing our band in our state, in our city, Bogalusa.
I'm really intrigued with the band and the music they're playing, and the fact that it's country but yet soul-y at the same time. I like that.
Why do you think it's important that they have this?
Because so we come out have fun and bring back old things like history and other things that folks had back then.
I think it's important because it brings back memories of history, of music, life, and people that used to represent Louisiana, that represents Louisiana.
To show everyone like where we originated from, to let everybody know that we came a long way to get here and that a lot of people work together hard to get to where we are.
Play music for people to learn how different music sounds.
What are you doing here today?
I'm here selling my jewelry and hair accessories and other items that I make. Everything that I make is different, so I mean, I guess that they would, leave with something that's individual that nobody else will ever have, one of. I like getting out and meeting new people, and I like sharing my artwork with other people and bringing a smile to their face. I have a Facebook page if people want to check it out.
What are you doing here today?
Trying to make a living. We're just trying to help promote the arts. My wife does the stained glass, and it started off with We had so much of it in the house, we couldn't even give it to the neighbors anymore, that we had to bring it out here and start selling it. And anything we make, and the money she makes there, she just goes buy more glass and makes more things. So it's just a perpetual motion thing. No, we're both retired, and this is our only real entertainment. We go to all the different festivals in Louisiana and Mississippi. And it's a beautiful day like today, like to get out there and enjoy ourselves.
What are these?
I like these birds here. They're made out of PVC pipe, and they're pretty reasonable price. They sell real good. When you get out on the Gulf Coast, as fast as I can unload them, I'll sell them out. People inland like Bogalusa in here, they don't really know what to do with them, so I just tells them it wards off evil spirits and everything and protects their house. But it works pretty good. This festival, I like the way it's ran. It's very nice. They don't jam all these tents together. Most festivals, you're right on top of each other with the tents. You can't spread out. They work with you very well here. In Bogalusa, I do all the festivals. They have another festival here in Bogalusa. We do that one too, and the same people, they run it. They're wonderful. And it's just nice enjoyment. It's a nice environment to be in. It's a beautiful park. I think it's important that everybody should get out and share. Get to meet the people, let them see the different sides of things and arts. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions of what other people do, especially with our stained glass. We have some people come out and think it's painted or it's plastic, and it's fun to be out. And really, we got to get more younger people interested in art today and get them off of the computer and VCRs and video games and everything like that. Get them out and enjoy their life. I hope people remember how beautiful it was and how great it was to get out the house and come out and help support the art. And the festival is wonderful. And what I like people, when they walk away from my booth, I like to take something with them.
So my name's Bernadette, and I started Sainika in 2007 after a long struggle with eczema and dermatitis. Our line consists of great organic and natural products, including shea moisturizers, scrubs, and lotions. And we're here today at the Bogalusa Blues and Heritage Festival doing hand treatments and introducing people to our line. I think across the country, a lot of people struggle with eczema and dermatitis or are interested in products that aren't filled with chemicals and fillers that get the job done, and Sainika does that. And so it's important for us. We have a holistic approach, so what you put on your body is just as important as what you put in your body. I think the Bogalusa Blues and Heritage Festival does a great job at accenting local artists and artisans, and so just the community that we're building, as well as the great handmade products that Louisiana has to offer. My favorite part is just kind of meeting new people. We have some people that we met last year. We got rained out last year, so the sun is shining this year and I'm loving it, and we're meeting new people, so I'm really excited about that.
I like the scenery. I mean, this park is great, and it's very non-competitive compared to the bigger festivals that it's a struggle to get from one stage to another. This festival is just, I like the smaller festivals, and the music's good. There's a good lineup, so $15 you can't go wrong.
Why is it important that they do this festival?
I think, first of all, to make the people in this area appreciate the music that South Louisiana has, and I guess bring the music to the people, and I guess, festival, get people to come together and have fun. Okay. I would hope people would remember that it's a beautiful day and they had a good opportunity to hear some great musicians, and there's some good crafts out here, good food, and a good time at a reasonable price, so can't go wrong with that.
Why do you think it's important that they have this festival?
So you can remember stuff from times past and have the whole community together to do something.
The thing that I think is most memorable about this festival is that everybody's together. There's nobody, there's no separation. Everybody, like I said before, the people are all together regardless of age, regardless of race, regardless of culture. It's just everybody's together enjoying the music and having a good time, and I love that.
I hope they remember the good time they had and how Bogalusa is not the town that it once was, and that it's a new and vibrant town, and that they'll be happy to recommend a friend to come to it and be glad to come back to it.
Visit LouisianaTravel.com to plan your trip today.